Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week I am doing a week's worth of HelloFresh, and it is Monday the 21st, and my package just came in the mail. I didn't even order it until Thursday of last week, but I thought that I'd do a little unpacking video for y'all. So I'm just gonna take my knife and unbox this baby. I'm really hoping I have enough room in my fridge to do this. That's what I'm a little nervous about. Okay, so the 3 meals I ordered were the Southwest beef cavatappi, and has all the ingredients. Then 1 pan beef stir fry tacos, and then the pork and zucchini bibimbap. So yeah, I'm gonna save all of these papers, and then let's get to unwrapping. Oh, so it does come insulated, that's nice. And this giant ice pack. Dang, I'm gonna save this. Okay, so here's, oh. So I think all of this has to be in the fridge. I'm gonna take out my bottle of wine that's sitting in the fridge. So I guess they're all packaged like for each thing, because those were 3 different meals I just got. And then all the meats at the bottom. So I have ground pork, ground beef, and ground beef in these little containers. I'm actually going to open one of these right now just because I'm curious. But I think that's all that came in here, but there's so many ice packs. So God forbid I didn't get to this in time. I definitely, for sure, I'm just gonna throw this away actually. Let's say I couldn't get home until later. I definitely would have been able to, oh, this is so cute. I would have been able to leave it out there. So this is cute. Like, it has everything I need in here. I'm just gonna put it all in the fridge. This, oh my gosh, even has this little thing of white vinegar. That is so cute. And the soy sauce. Okay, so that's the first meal. And the tacos. I'm just curious now, so that's why I'm just opening all of this up. Oh my gosh, look at this bell pepper. Or I don't know what type of pepper that is. Dang, this is so cute. Tortillas. This is awesome. I'm just gonna shove it all in my fridge and then throw away all this packaging. But yeah, this is the unboxing of my HelloFresh, and then I'm gonna take you along and cook all of this. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, vlog. So the first thing we're gonna be making are these 1 pan beef stir fry tacos. And let me take y'all along. So I'm chopping up some cilantro for the slaw. They gave me some cabbage, and yeah, just follow me along. All right, so I just finished prepping everything. Here are the fried onions. I didn't have sriracha for the mayo, but I just used hot sauce. This is slaw. I added some red onion just because I had it, cilantro and white vinegar. This is peppers, a sweet soy sauce, and the beef, and then my tortillas. So I'm gonna put it all together and I'll taste test it for y'all. All right, this is the final product. They look pretty similar to the picture, so I'm excited. Okay, so this is the official taste test of my first time trying HelloFresh. Let's wrap up this taco. It's actually really freaking good. Alright, let me finish this, and then I'll give you all my final review. Okay, so, Lord, it's the next day, and that was my first night at HelloFresh, so I want to give a little disclaimer. There was a lot going on in the kitchen last night. Like, we had class going on, and the dishwasher and the laundry going, so it was like very loud, so I couldn't really film a lot of clips of me actually cooking, which I will do for today's or tonight's meal. But I want to review the meal. So pretty much it was like beef stir fry style tacos, and I'm gonna give it an overall 8 out of 10. I was gonna give it a 7, but I messed up because I thought it didn't give me sriracha for the sriracha mayo because there is like a sriracha shortage, and I was kind of annoyed because then I had to use like hot sauce I already had, which wasn't like, you know, part of the whole deal. But it did give me sriracha. It was like stuck, like, you know, paper bags have like the folded bottom. It was stuck in one of the folds on the bottom, so it did give me sriracha, and I'm gonna use it today and see how it tastes. But overall 8 out of 10. It was like the sweetness from the beef, and then the acidity from the slaw, and the crunchiness and saltiness of the French onions on top. Oh my gosh, it made like the best taco ever. It was like restaurant style. So that's my overall thoughts. I will say also something that took a point away. It didn't take 15 minutes to make. Now, if I was like multitasking like a crazy person, and like while the beef was cooking, cutting up all of the vegetables for the slaw and making the slaw while I was doing that would take me 15 minutes. But personally, when I cook, I like to do steps. So I made the slaw first, like it said, and then once the slaw was done, then I did the beef. And I couldn't really do the beef until I cut the peppers, because the peppers had to be cooked before the beef did. So I wouldn't say it took 15 minutes, more like 20 minutes, which is still really good for like a weekday dinner. But yeah, tasted really good, easy. I think it'll be really easy to heat up for leftovers, because I did 2 servings and 3 nights of food. So I'm gonna eat it for another night this week. But yeah, that is my review on the beef tacos. So I think I'm gonna make the cavatappi tonight, but stay tuned. Hopefully my kitchen is not as crazy as it was before, but yeah, keep watching. Okay, so here's everything laid out. I cut up my peppers and my green onion, and I had a red onion that was about to go bad, so I'm just gonna throw that in there too. But here's all the ingredients and the instructions. I'm gonna follow it, but like make some minor adjustments. Like I'm just gonna throw all the scallions in, all the cheese, maybe all the tomatoes as well, but we'll see. So yeah, let's get cooking, and I'll bring you all along. All right, so I have my peppers, onion, beef, and tomatoes cooking, and then I'm gonna add the sour cream, crema, and hot sauce at the end, and the cheese and other scallions. But the pasta's cooking, and it's looking good so far. So really the only thing that I did differently is I added a red onion to this, but everything else I'm keeping the same. Oh, except for I'm adding all of the cheese into the pasta instead of topping with the cheese, just because that's how I like my pasta. But everything else is the same. All right, this is what the final pasta looks like. It looks pretty much exactly like the recipe card. I'm gonna let it cool off just a little bit, and then I'm gonna taste it for y'all. All right, so we're back in the kitchen again, and this is our last meal we're making. We're making a bibimbap, pork and zucchini bibimbap, like stir fry in a bowl. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I see, one thing we're gonna have a problem with is I don't have a peeler. I don't think, let me check. I don't think I have a peeler for the carrots. It's not look like we got one. Let me check. Let me check here just in case. Okay. Yeah, we don't have a peeler, so I'm just gonna have to like cut the carrots, but it should be fine. But yeah, let's get rolling. All right, here are all the ingredients. They literally have everything, even this mini bottle of vinegar. But yeah, these are the steps, and I'm gonna get to chopping everything. I think I'm gonna chop first and then start the rice. Okay, 12 years later and everything is chopped. One thing I am gonna do different is I'm just combining all this together instead of like plating it. So I put all the scallions in the pickling liquid, the white vinegar and the salt instead of just the whites. And then my rice is already done cooking. We had a little spillage. But, oh, and also the sauce, instead of mixing it in a separate bowl, I am just going to, what's it called? Mix it all together at the end. Okay, so this is the final product. The only thing that I did differently plating-wise is I just mixed everything together in one big pot because I'm just gonna put the rest in the fridge for another day to eat. But it looks really good. And yeah, let's taste it out. Okay, so final thoughts from my first week of using HelloFresh. So I didn't get to review the beef cavatappi or the stir fry, so I'm going to do that now. So the beef cavatappi, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Actually an 8.2 out of 10. What's keeping it from a 10 for me was it wasn't enough like heat in it, so I added like red pepper and some Tabasco just to give it a little more flavor. It's a little bland at first to me, but it did take pretty much the 35 minutes. Now the bibimbap pork stir fry, I'm gonna have to give it like a 7 out of 10, mainly because it took way longer to prep than I thought it would. It probably took like 10 minutes longer than I thought it would take to cook it all. So not bad, but if I want something done in 35 minutes, like I want 35 minutes. But it tasted pretty good. I think it could have done with a little more sauce, but that's just because I like things like extra saucy. But I mean, it was pretty good. But overall, my first week of HelloFresh, I would say it was pretty successful. My week next week, I'm having tacos, lo mein, and another stir fry I think I'm doing. So stay tuned for next week's meals at HelloFresh, and then I'm going to give you like my final opinion on if it's worth it, if it's doable, too much, all of that. So just keep watching, y'all.